So this Jakarta Compass, they reported that the government may appoint more than 4,000 teachers under this Jakarta Regional Revenue and Expenditure Budget. In short, it's known as the APBD. I'll refer to it as APBD from now on. So this APBD, it is the financial plan that outlines the expected revenue and proposed expenditure for this Jakarta regional government. And so what it includes are details on how the government plans to generate income and how it intends to allocate funds for various public services and projects. So this budget is a very important tool for managing the financial resources of the region and to ensure that the public funds are being used effectively and transparently. So this KKI is short for this individual contracts for teachers. So I'll refer it to it as KKI. So this KKI employment contract is under this APBD. And what it refers to is the specific employment agreements that teachers in Jakarta enters into with the regional government. And these contracts outline the terms and conditions of employment for teachers, and this includes roles, their responsibilities, and their compensation. So the teachers under this APBD, they are individuals who are employed by the regional government to provide educational services in the public schools in the Jakarta region. And they are responsible for delivering education instruction, developing curriculum, assessing students' performances, and maybe even supporting the overall learning environment. So the payment for this teacher is typically allocated and dispersed through the Jakarta Regional Revenue and Expenditure budget. And this budget sets aside funds for teachers' salary, benefits, and other related expenses. And all this to ensure proper compensation of the teacher in the region. Then we need to think about the other budget as well, that because the government is also facing the delicate balance of balancing the budget against the needs in other sectors of the country. So as we talk about all this, right, we need to discuss several things. We need to discuss about the drawbacks. We need to discuss about the benefits and the long-term implication, right? So appointing more than 4,000 teachers under this KKI, it must have several drawbacks because nothing is perfect. So we need to talk about the drawbacks as well. And the first thing that comes to my mind is the budget constraint, all right? Because the allocation of funds for such a large number of teachers, it may strain the budget. And this will potentially lead to financial challenges and therefore impact other essential public services and projects. Then we need to talk about the administrative burden because managing such a significant increase in the number of teachers, 4,000 to be precise, under this KKI, it may create administrative challenges, and for many governments are facing the same issue as well. They are facing the administrative challenges on managing the contracts. So there's going to be things like increased paperwork. There's going to be things like oversight, and there's going to be many challenges in coordination. Then, besides all this, we need to talk about quality control because when we appoint such a large number of teachers, it may compromise the quality of the recruitment and selection process. And this may lead to a lower standard of education delivery. Then, very importantly, we need to talk about long-term budget sustainability because the long-term financial sustainability of employing this number of teachers under KKI, it needs to be carefully assessed in order to ensure that the budget can support ongoing salary payments and benefit. Then next, we need to talk about contractual obligations because managing a large number of individual employment, it requires careful attention and very detailed approach to the legal and contractual obligation, which many times can be very complex and very time-consuming. Therefore, it is very important for the Jakarta regional government to carefully consider all these potential drawbacks and assess the impact of appointing such a large number of teachers at one go under this KKI. But as we talk about the drawback, there are benefits to appointing so many teachers as well because this may include reducing the teacher-student ratio. It will improve the quality of education. It may enhance the student learning outcome, and it may increase the access to education for more students. Then in addition to all this, it will create more job opportunities and contribute to the overall development of the educational sector in Jakarta. And this investment in education can also have long-term positive effect on the community and the economy by producing a well-educated workforce. But as we talk about just simply about appointing 4,000 teachers, there are other approaches to managing this educational issue as well. And some alternative approaches to addressing the need for teachers doesn't really have to be appointing such a large number of teachers. It can be contracting with the private educational institution, because by partnering with this private educational institution, they can provide teaching services that can help supplement the workforce without solely relying on government hires. Then it is possible to hire part-time or temp teaching positions as well. Creating all these temp positions and creating all these part-time positions, it can help to address the immediate needs without committing to long-term employment contracts. Another thing to consider is to use volunteers or to use community-based teaching. By creating all this kind of program, it can help to support education initiative, and these can help to alleviate some of the demand for formal teaching positions. Then next, we talk about train the trainer. So investing in teacher training and professional development by creating a train the trainer program. By enhancing the skills and capabilities of the existing teacher, the region can improve the quality of education without immediately increasing the number of teaching positions. Then next, the next one that I can think of is using technology, leveraging technology for education delivery that can help to optimize resources so that you can reach a larger audience with a smaller workforce. And you can rely on technology like the one that I have designed and developed, which is the Tuition Near Me education technology platform that allows teachers to create live lectures or recorded lectures paired with assessment, and it can be given to students free of charge, or you can even charge a fee for it. All these approaches can be complementary to the existing employment structure, and it can also help to address the demand for teachers while considering the budget constraint and other resource limitation as well. Now let's talk about the future. So appointing so many number of teachers under this KKI in the upcoming budget, it could have several potential outcomes in the future. First of all, it may improve the overall educational services. The appointment of additional teachers, it could lead to improved student-teacher ratio and better overall educational services in public school within the Jakarta region. And this could result in a more conducive learning environment and better academic outcome for the student. Then next, which is very important, it will lead to employment stability. This KKI appointments, it will provide job stability and security for the teachers, as they would have formal employment contracts with the regional government. And this could lead to higher morale and job satisfaction among the educators. But we need to consider the financial impact. The allocation of funds for teacher salaries and benefits within this Jakarta regional revenue and expenditure budget would need to be carefully managed in order to ensure the long-term financial sustainability of the education system. Therefore, it is very important to consider the impact on the overall budget and the ability to sustain all these additional teaching positions in the future. Then lastly, we can talk about the quality education as well. We can talk about the educational quality as well. The recruitment and the appointment process for the new teachers, it would need to focus on ensuring high quality educators in order to maintain and improve the overall standard of education in the region.